Dilly. He didn't suffer a similar fate. Now let's see the 5th ball of the first over. Srikanth at the receiving end, and it's Dilly bowling.
Oh, well bowled.
Dilly getting some movement. Just leaving quite sharply off the pitch there. Actually, Srikanth's nowhere near the ball. But just a little too short to really be dangerous.
So Gavaskar faces Richard Ellison, who this time has the new ball. Confident start by Gavaskar. Gavaskar plays this very strong off drive, but perhaps he felt he hadn't timed it, or maybe Fowler would have half stopped it. That's caught, well caught by Graham Gooch at second slip. A very big prize for Richard Ellison. A reward for keeping the ball up to the bat. Second over with the new ball. And Gavaskar has gone. Caught Gooch, bowled Ellison for 4. And so an early breakthrough for England.
Very neatly done, this beautifully pitched out swinger. It's just held up. And the onside stroke taking the outside edge and so neatly picked up.
And Dilly prepares to bowl now to Srikanth. It's disappeared. Square on the offside. The flashing bat. I'm not convinced that Srikanth knew where it was going.
They're great fun to watch, these Indian batsmen. They do throw the bat. Very exciting players. And here's Srikanth. He's just hit it on the rise. Just stood there and given it a whack. Great fun to watch.
Which brings Azharuddin to take strike for the first time this morning.
Yes, the thing I like about Azharuddin is that he very often looks very narrow out there. I always think that's a real measure of a good player, because it means he's staying sideways.
Derek Pringle at deep backward square. So Mohammad Azharuddin is off the mark. Ellison to Srikanth. In the air, just to the gap and 4 runs. You might say it's risky, but he really middled it. And it would have needed to have gone straight to Graham Fowler to have been a catch. If it hit a gap, it was 4.
This has gone like a rocket. A beautiful, pure swing of the bat there. Straight through. Stood up to hit it.
Cracking shot right between Gatting and Dilly. Graham Dilly makes the ground from third man. Time for change. Yes, Derek Pringle.
Magnificent.
Great shot too. Beautifully fielded.
Yes, he hit the ball on the up again, beautifully timed. It went very quick indeed, but David Gower moving to his wrong side, his left-hand side, and a brilliant stop. A very fine shot indeed again, on the up, not a full half volley. And the ball really speeding through the cover boundary. This is the point we made it on when he had a long off on for Derek Pringle and no man back there. Really, he's got a ball very, very straight indeed.
We're only into the 13th over. It's a measure of how well the Indian batsmen have been playing, both at the Oval and here, that Gooch has been taken from slip and put out at deep cover, just a few yards in from the boundary.
So Phil Edmonds coming on at the far end now.
Gower had 4 runs written all over it, and the England captain took off, grabbed it one hand, and has achieved the breakthrough. Azruddin, the man out. Mohammad Azruddin caught by Gower off Edmonds, and the bowling change has worked. Ellison, the fielder. Spread of 6 overs, 1 for 25 for Richard Ellison, and the 50 up now for India in 100 balls. And here's Edmonds. Almost another one. A brilliant effort.
Well, this was a bit of a desperation shot, and this has been caused by Phil Edmonds bowling very well. And it was just really a cross-bat slog, and Derek Prindle diving full length to his left hand almost brought up a brilliant catch.
That's safely away. Very cool set out there. Thickish outside edge is just as good as a smash down the ground. 4 more to Srikanth.
A very risky shot, and I think he was probably playing it away on the offside, probably not quite as fine as that.
There's 50 to Chris Srikanth. Very fine innings, 50 out of 67. Difficult to dominate things much more than that. He's faced 66 balls and hit 5 boundaries, and it's his 12th score of 50 or more in limited overs internationals. Edmonds to Vensakan. Lovely little change of line shot there. Timing was superb. Actually beaten in the flight, I think, by Edmonds. Just stroked it away between backward point and cover.
Finds a gap, and enough timing on that superb cover drive. Skims away before.
And that was Edmonds' quicker ball, which is usually quick enough to hurry the batsman and make him mistime it, but Vengsarker really cottoned that one.
Oh, well stopped. It's not easy for Derek Pringle to get down and dive quite quickly. The ball goes fine.
And a change in the bowling. John Embury comes on to make it an all-spin attack.
Well, he decided beforehand. Has he got the carry? It didn't carry, but neither did Pringle make the ground, and certainly no catch. But they got just 1 run. Applause for the 100 coming up.
Oh, Srikanth's absolutely burning now for the runs. He's twiddling his bat. He wants to get after everything.
Edmonds to Srikanth. Oh, marvellous shot. The most brilliant stop by Graham Fowler. Quite brilliant, the whole sequence of cricket there. Shrikant giving himself room to play a slashing cover drive. And Graham Fowler sprinting, diving. Oh, that's a fine blow. It's in the air and caught. Graham Fowler. It's a long hit out there, Shrikant, my friend. And Graham Fowler knows this territory pretty well. Deep, deep mid-wicket at Old Trafford. But what great delight he's given everybody who's crammed into this ground today. Pure Shrikant. Caught Fowler, bowled Embury 67. 94 balls and 5 spectacular fours.
Well, you can see it's a very straight delivery about middle stump, and he picks it up pretty well. But Graham Fowler not having to go too far, plenty of time to get himself stationary and waiting for the ball to come.
Sandeep Patil, one of the natural strikers of the ball. That's well struck. He waited for that one. Embury. Ooh, close. Very close. Good throw by John Embury.
And you see the throw again. Beautiful and flat. Straight into Downton's chest. And the batsman just getting the benefit of the doubt.
Embury to Vengsarkar. Might well have bowled himself. Dilly Vengsarkar trying to put John Embury off by moving before the ball was released. Got himself into a terrible knot there. Really is amazing how batsmen get themselves out sometimes. Bowled by Embury for 29. Ellison to Sandeep Patil. That's well struck. Picked up very quickly indeed. Spotted the weakness in length. Very short.
Yeah, it's a very good shot. It was very short, but the batsman was very quick onto it and whipping it away through mid-wicket, giving the fielders no chance at all. See there, he actually played it really with his balance still on the front foot. That shows how easy paced the wicket is.
The bowler for England in this first over after lunch is going to be Graham Dilly. His bowling figures so far: 5 overs, 2 maidens, no wicket for 13. First ball after lunch. And what a good start for Graham Dilly, but not such a good beginning for India, with Sandeep Patil dismissed. And now it's 130 for 5, and that puts an entirely new complexion on this match.
Well, Graham Dilly seems to be a specialist in the first bowler. He got a first bowler at the Oval, and now first ball after lunch at Old Trafford. He produces a lovely length ball. I don't think it did a lot, but it was just in the right place for Mr. Patil.
Graham Dilly now to Ravi Shastri. Fielded again.
This was such a slick piece of fielding. I don't think the batsman didn't even know he'd got it.
And Derek Pringle's being brought back into the attack by David Gower. He's going to bowl to Kapil Dev. Gower's been brilliant in the field today. be 50 up for India. One stage, we're looking at something like 250, around about the halfway mark. So fewer than that now, although you can never tell with someone like Kapil Dev.
So Embury to Shastri.
Safely over cover and bouncing out towards the boundary. The ground has quickened up a little bit. The overnight showers to slow it down in the first session. But it's dried out nicely now, and Shastri has taken advantage of that. Pringle to come in from the Warwick Road end. Another tremendous belt way over mid-wicket. This could be the moment Kapil Dev has decided that the bowlers have to go.
Well, a beautiful controlled stroke there. No real slogging, just nice and easy, straight through the ball. And one bounce down there for 4.
Some mis-stumping. Difficult for Downton. It was the Yorker that got through underneath the bat, I suspect.
Yeah, very full length there, but really you feel that Paul Downton ought to have taken that. He had a reasonable amount of time, was well down the wicket, but that's a bad miss from England's point of view.
Another fine shot by Kapil Dev. Ten off the over and 2 balls to go.
Well, not a very good delivery from John Embury here. He got too far down the leg side. In actual fact, he may even got wide if Kapil Dev had hit that, but he hit that where he intended, and that's 4 more runs.
Oh, that's 4 more. Or a chase for Edmonds. Not quite off the middle of the bat. Aimed it square, went finer. But they run for. .200 up. 5 wickets down. And the 200 coming off 297 balls. Richard Ellison returns. Full toss. Oh, more brilliant fielding. There can be no criticism of England in the field today. And that's Gower and Lamb. Right, middle that. And beautifully placed. The gap between deep mid-wicket and long on. A punishing over for Richard Ellison. But now it's Graham Dilly. There are 5 fielders on the offside. 4 on the leg. Dilly expected to bowl straight. Again to the leg side, and that got there quickly. Ellison had hardly moved at the deep backward square leg boundary.
Yeah, it was a bad delivery again, about a foot high, a full toss, just going down the leg side.
And Pringle and Gower trying to cope with the problem of Kapil Dev and Ravi Shastri retreating outside a leg stump and hitting it through the offside. That's Kapil Dev's 50, and a fine half-century it has been. Full of typical Kapil improvisations, but not at all risky. He played very steadily at first. Innings much appreciated. 50 of 43 balls. Eight off the over, and a 100 partnership between Kapil Dev and Ravi Shastri. So Dilly to Shastri. $50 for Ravi Shastri. So what pleasure it's given the Indian supporters to see both the captain, Kapil Dev, and now their vice-captain, Ravi Shastri, scoring a half-century. Shastri's 50, coming off 64 balls, and he's hit 3 fours. Well, Dilly wants that. Quite a strong appeal from Graham Dilly. A show of disbelief. And he's given out. That means that umpire Constant had to consult the square leg umpire, Dickie Bird, to see if the ball in fact carried to Paul Downton. And that was the only doubt in Constant's mind. Did it carry? He looked at Dickie Bird to confirm that it had, so Kapil Dev caught Downton, bowled Dilly for 51. Dilly to Chetan Sharma. 2 balls left in this over. Oh, he doesn't need a sighter. A dynamic start by Chetan Sharma. Dilly to Shastri. The final over begins of the Indian innings. Neatly played, finely played. That was a high-class shot from Ravi Shastri. Walk to the off, nudge to the leg.
90 runs came off the last 10 overs in a beautifully paced partnership. Brilliant innings by Srikanth. My word, he's good value to watch. Pretty good score, that. And on to the England bowling, where we see that it's much of a muchness. 2 for Dilly and 2 for Embury. And I think it's fair to say that all of them, from one time or another, had some trouble with their direction today on this very good pitch. Now then, the task for England, 255 at 4.64 and over. However, if they want to win the Texaco Trophy, if they win here, of course, it makes it 1-all. They've got to score 255 in 47 overs at something like 5.5 and over. Let's look then at the England reply. It's the 6th over. They've made 11 for no wicket, and it's Billy bowling to the left-handed fowler.
No ball called. They smashed away through the covers anyway.
Well, that will give Graham Fowler a little bit of confidence.
Graham Gooch is to take strike. Beautifully bowled. Gooch is certainly not convinced he was out. Chandrakant panned at the keeper, and Kapil Dev were up for the catch. And England's first wicket is down with just 18 on the board. This is the 7th over. Gooch made 10 from 17 balls. wicketkeeper is Chandrakant Pandit. Well, all that commotion has brought David Gower out to bat at number 3. He's facing a king pair in the series. And he's off it very quickly. Delicate stroke from David Gower. Blue sky, flecks of cloud everywhere, but nice and warm now. And here's Roger Binney. Good heavens, she's done it again. Caught one at the Oval the other day, an absolute blinder from McCourt bowled. He's plucked that out of thin air. Graham Fowler's gone. Out for 10. Caught and bowled by Binney.
Well, there was a bit of luck here. Graham Fowler hit that pretty hard. And really, he didn't catch that. I hit his hand and just stuck in there, but it was as made as anybody knew it was there. But just the ball just went in for the Indians a little bit in this 2 matches. You can see there the surprise in his faces. Oh, suddenly, oh, it's there in my hand.
Very good average in one-day international matches. Over 42 runs per innings. And he's off the mark. Splendid splitting of those two fielders down on the deep backward square boundary.
Yes, Roger Binney won't be impressed with that delivery.
Chetan Sharma to Lamb. Good run. Lamb knew he'd miss-hit the ball. 50 up in 90 balls. England satisfied with their rate. Both these batsmen are finding a little bit of room to play their shots. Confident appeal.
Big appeal, and the bat was certainly outside of the line of the pads.
A second spinner comes, Maninder Singh. Useful nudge. Yeah, he's got there.
A very productive over and a very, very useful one for England. With the tea interval coming up, they could have been just bogged down for a minute, and the introduction of Maninder Singh, he's just bowled 1 or 2 just offline. Gower had taken 5 off the over, and now this very delicate leg glance for 4. It's 9 off the over.
Singh, who bowled so well at the Oval on Saturday, will be under a lot of pressure out there. 49 to Gower. He's played very well after playing himself in, and his England team need 152 to win in 28 overs. To David Gower. Very good innings, nice comeback. First ball at the Oval and now a half-century in this chase for runs to square the matches in the Texaco Trophy. The bowler from the Stretford end, Mohammed Azruddin. Timed beautifully and placed to perfection. It's in the air, but it's safe. Don't think Gavaskar picked that up all that quickly. It looked as though it was a leading edge, and he was looking away to square leg. See where the ball was going. In fact, it was going up above his head and down past the bowler. It's the 100 stand between Gower and Lamb. Chatan Sharma has been brought back on, taking the place of Ravi Shastri. 9 overs for 31, Shastri. Beautiful shot. Great placement once again from Gower. 115 more needed to win 22 overs. And that rate has gone down now to 5.23. It's not by much. You wouldn't read it. Well, you will read about it, actually. What a way to have the partnership broken. That's rank bad luck. Glorious stroke, just the touch, and the partnership is broken.
Yeah, she's just thinking that England are going nicely along, and that's, you can never predict at this game. Gow hit the ball back pretty hard. The bowler just stuck her foot out, hoping to get a stop to it. You see that under his sole, onto the in, and quite easily out. He hadn't begun to put his bat down when the ball hit the wicket.
It's to be a fresh spell for Roger Binney.
Mike Gadding's the new batsman. He's the non-striker.
Well, that was in the air, and one almost expects Roger Binney to pull off the amazing Corton bowl. Instead, it's 150 up for England. And Guard going for the big hit. Picked his spot. There's a very fine effort by Shastri, but also a good effort by Guard. Picked his spot wide of mid-on. Never quite nibbled it. Trying a repeat shot, and Roger Binney getting that one a little bit further up the pitch. It just seemed to me that David Gower had decided where it had to go, not quite where it was pitching. But a valiant effort.
The one before, it was a short ball and it came off, but that one was perhaps over extravagant. Only 14 overs to go, the run rate increasing all the time. I suspect that, in fact, Derek Pringle should be the one to have a go.
That's a fine shot. Four runs to extra cover. And that's more like the batting that England need. orthodox third man, and gave Gatting the room, and Gatting applied the proper shots.
Yes, I think Kapil Dev did this at the Oval. He brought his fine leg up, and as soon as he does that, he's got to make sure he pitches it off stump or outside.
Very good fielding at mid-wicket by Shrikant. That's a good straight hit. 4 runs. David Pringle couldn't have chosen a better moment to play the classical straight lofted drive.
Yeah, it's certainly on the up and hit it beautifully straight.
Binney to Pringle. Oh, he's middle that too. You could hear the crack of the bat. Wow, what a marvellous sprint that was by Azharuddin to keep them down to 3 runs. It was very well hit indeed, but Azharuddin positively sprinted along in front of that pavilion. It's a long run from an Inder Singh. Easy 2 to Gatting.
Good shot here by Mike Gatting. Kept his head down, really watched the ball, pulled it through mid-wicket. On a quick outfield, that would probably been 4.
Oh, well bowled again. Oh, that's out. Fine keeping. Beautifully bowled by Kapil Dev. Let Yorker bowl so well. And Gatting, for that brief moment, lost his way, lost his judgment. The sort of thing that happens in these late stages of a one-day contest. And suddenly, India are happy and England are upset. Exit Mike Gatting. They put on 100. Mike Gatting went out for 39, 53 balls.
Well, this wicketkeeper doesn't mix the wickets too often. Fine delivery there by Kapil Dev, right in the block hole. Mike Gatting setting off hoping he'd just make contact. He hadn't. And, of course, this wicketkeeper's dead on again. Really miles out. 3 or 4 yards. But a very fine innings indeed from Mike Gatting. He's played beautifully there. Very positive cricket and putting England in a good position to win this match now.
And England have decided to send in the more orthodox of their remaining batsmen, Paul Downton, believing that common sense now should just see England through. But common sense often vanishes in limited over games. The sanest men have been seen to go quite berserk, while Paul Downton maybe cometh the hour. Neatly played.
And Kapil Dev won't be very happy at bowling that delivery there, because a new batsman coming in, it's got to be a good length off stump and make him hit against the pace of the ball coming through. But leg and middle, half volley, that's the one place you're going to get the ball away.
Oops, stay there. It's desperate when you're calling for the non-striking batsman.
Yes, not quite a run there, because the fielders are definitely in close now for the new batsman. And Kapil Dev himself got through very quickly. And Downton's going for the touchline, but decides against it.
11 off 13. Kapil Dev to Downton. They've gone for the second. Well run, Paul Downton. Now Kapil needs those 4 men inside the circle. So fine leg's been brought up. Oh, wide call by umpire Dicky Bird. Useful. That's another long run for Azharuddin. Three runs. Five runs to win. 10 balls in which to get them. Now fine leg is back. Expect the nudge from Downton and not the slog. And that must be wide, and so it is.
Yes, and I think the bowler knew as soon as he let that go, and quite rightly, that's well down the leg side. He didn't even look at the umpire. He knew it was coming.
Legwise will do. Yes, there it is. Full-blooded shot from Derek Pringle. A fine innings by him. He leaves the field 49 not out. Paul Downton 4 not out. Moment of great joy for England. The second Texaco match won by England, so it's 1-1 in this mini-series.
What a splendid contest. Exciting climax, interest sustained throughout. Splendid job there by Captain Pringle and Downton, cool at the climax, and incidentally Gooch there at the top, as Raymond Illingworth suspected earlier on, LBW not caught behind. The Indian bowling, all a bit expensive today, the most economical. The captain, Kapil Dev, and Shastri, Meninda going for 55 in 11 overs and 2 wickets for Binney. So the result, England beating India by 5 wickets, squaring the series, but India taking the Texaco Trophy because their scoring rate overall in the 2 games was the faster. And when it was all over, Frank Hayes, formerly of Lancashire and England, nominated David Gower as the man of the match. The man of the series on the Indian side was Shastri, and on the England side, Gower again. And then I spoke to the 2 captains, David Gower first. Congratulations to the man of the match and the winning captain. That must have been a comforting victory, David.
Very relieving, I suppose, at the end. Yes, good game of cricket, of course. Very, very good entertainment for the people that turn up today and for the television viewers.
It wouldn't have been quite so good, would it, going into sterner struggles ahead, 2 down in the one-day internationals?
No, we've come back from those situations before. I mean, I was already prepared, actually, just in case we did lose, the fact that at this stage last year we weren't looking too good in the Texaco and came very good for the Test match series. But now it's 1-1. I'm obviously happier with that. It sets us up nicely again for the start of the Test series. I mean, I suppose compare it again to last year. We won the last of the Texaco matches there and then won the first Test match. Obviously, with a 3 Test match series, if we can do the same again, that'll be quite useful.
We find everything today. Good batting, good fielding. I think England fielded very well today. And we batted well in the later on. But that's the cricket.
I think the paying customers had their money's worth here, don't you?
Definitely, I think nobody can ask better than this game.
Now, you and Alan Lamb were going like a house on fire and picking up the tempo. That was a rotten way to get run out, wasn't it?
I did Mike Gatting like that last year at Trent Bridge in the Test match. I think people are getting a bit suspicious. But it is a rotten way to get out, as you say, and it was a shame at that stage because we seemed to have things fairly nicely under control, little way to go, but obviously batsmen in hand. But then Mike Gatting, Derek Pringle took over, played very well together. Obviously they played some very, very good cricket for their counties under similar situations, and they used that experience very well today.
I was thinking if we made 230, 240 at that stage, it could be a good for us because wicket was very good, and second team, whoever plays second chasing, they have a better chance because they know the target and they can increase. And again, I'll say the same thing, our bowler is not as experienced as our batsman.
And that is why you think you lost?
I would say yes, that's the main reason.
It was good to see England winning again, and I think their batsmen can take comfort from the way they must hope, what they must hope to achieve on good pitches against this Indian attack in the weeks ahead. We'll leave you then from Old Trafford with a nice picture of a happy captain. Good night.